And as you can see, the title says anti. Because I have been playing this game for some time. And if I'm not playing with friends, nobody listens. So what am I ranting about this time? And of course, you know it has to do with teammates. But in this situation, I need to talk about something that every single player that I know, my fault, not every single player, but darn near every single rando does when I play with randoms. Every single rando does this stupid thing where they need to go off on their own or far enough from the team because they want to hunt somebody down, and then they shoot them. They engage in battle. We're nowhere near this person, but yet they're engaging in battle now. So this is where it gets frustrating, because if he dies, then we have to find a way to go get him. Now, I need to be more of a butthole when it comes to this, because I am tired of randos doing that. Like, you going to go sit here and shoot somebody, right? That was bad aim. But you go and shoot somebody, right? Take care of that, right? Let's say you knock that person down. Congratulations, you knocked that one person down. He has two other teammates. And I don't know why or how, but for some particular reason, this teammate seems to know how to take care of them. You know, they go back and they do what they gotta do. And I don't get it. I mean, sometimes it's not as successful. Sometimes it is. But in this situation, the last past few games and people that I've played with today and I think you know, it's been very frustrating, because every person, like every other rando that I've played with, has been like, oh hey, you know what, let me go and engage a 3-man battle, a 3-man person, a 3-man team, my fault, can't speak, and let me sit here and
Excellent, excellent. Reckon it's time for round 2. Take this access key and have some fun, dear.
Okay,
remember,
cool. Access
get
key.
a long time in bed.
But anyway, so when you go off and you're going to engage, you need to be good enough to be able to take down a team by yourself. Not every person and very few people can do that in this game, because it takes a lot to take down people, especially when you have people who have purple, blue, or red, or when it's a 3-to-1. If it is a 3-to-1 and they all don't have shields, you might have a chance at beating them. Might. Nobody's saying that you will, but you might have a chance at beating them, even if they do have guns. Now, if they all have shields, whether it be a blue, whether it be a purple, whether it be a white, or if they all just have white shields and they all got guns, you're losing that battle 9 times out of 10. And if you actually beat them, that means that they're more garbage than anything else. But other than that, the moral of the story is stop going off and fighting people by yourself. It does nothing but put your team in a position where if you fall or if you get injured to the point that, you know, we have to now go over there towards you, then, you know, you're putting us in a position because now this team pretty much have an advantage over. First of all, they have an advantage over you already because they probably scattered and they're shooting you from multiple different directions. And now when we get up there, they're shooting us from multiple different directions, and they have an advantage. And this is the thing I don't get. Even if you knock one, that doesn't mean that you won the gun battle. I think people really have this mindset where they switch from playing a specific shooter, and I'm gonna name the shooter, but they switch from playing a specific shooter like COD, and then they hop onto a shooter like this, and they think that they can bring those same exact skills over to this. You can't do that. Call of Duty is not a team-based game. I don't care how the way you look at it, it's not a team-based game. I have some clips that I should upload sometime soon, of the beta and of the alpha and the beta. And literally, I'm sitting here shooting basically by myself. You know, there's no team shooting. There's no real team shooting. There's no teamwork at all. And that's kind of how the way it is, man. It's a frustrating type of way to play a game where you got to sit here and, you know, pretty much play for yourself. But you got teammates, and that doesn't make any sense. So, like, when it comes down to it, why are you playing a game that's supposed to be team based? Like, every time I sit back and I watch like 402 Thunder, Thunder's not really working as a team. And he'll even tell you that's why he preferred to play free for all. Because at least in free for all, you mess up, that's your fault. You fail, that's your fault. Nobody else can. You can't blame nobody else but you. Now, in this game, if people haven't caught the hint already,
isn't my birthday already?
This game is a team-based game. But I swear to you, the Call of Duty way of playing has jacked up so many people that when they sit here and they play this game, they bring that same exact type of energy over here, and it's killing the game. Like, it legit kills the game because nobody, like, yeah, everybody wants to be the next Sweat or so, right? Sweatband. You know, I watch his channel. You know, everybody, you know, there's a lot of people that want to be the next Sweatband and think that, hey, you know, or whatever other, you know, sick behind, you know, go hard, you know, really good Apex player. They want to be them. But the thing is, if you actually ever look at how the way they play, most of them, if not darn near all of them, they all work together as a team, especially when he has his friends. When he's playing with randoms, he still communicates with the randoms, or he stays together with the randoms. So in that way, you know, he's still playing like he's a part of the team. Now, I get the fact that, yeah, you go off and scatter, you do your own thing for a little bit because you want to pick up items. I'm not mad at that. By all means, go ahead, do what you got to do, pick up the items, get to where you need to, and you know, get the stuff you need to get to make yourself be equipped for the match. I have no problem with that. It's when you get the items and you all of a sudden feel like, hey, I'm in God mode. Let me go ahead and fight somebody. Let me go ahead and go into battle without my team being nowhere near me, and thinking that I'm so good that I'm going to survive this. When you're not. You're clearly not that good. Like, even and I have to be like really blunt on this. Even when you are that good, you're still going to lose out 3-1. It's a very rare occasion that a person is going to beat another person, another team, and it's just them. It doesn't happen often as much as these kids that you know want to, and I say kids in the sense of like, you know, kid mentality, not kids as in like physical kids, but these cats that be sitting here, these kids that be sitting here playing this game, they try so hard to get these montages where they're taking out 3 teams by themselves, and then they can sit back and say, see, my team didn't help me and I'm so good at it. And it's just like, bro, none of that even matters, because none of that even matters, because you know, even when you do that, let's just say you do that, right? Congratulations. You basically pulled a rare one. But alright then, you feeling yourself. You're feeling yourself pretty hard now. Now you want to go do that with everybody else. And you realize that not everybody plays the same. You got people who actually work as a team. You got people who actually even work as duos in a 3-man game. Or you got that one person on their team, on the opposite team, that is just like you but even better. So that person takes you out, and then the person takes out the rest of your team. But the point that I'm bringing out here, and I think so many people are tired of this, like just tired of this, especially people who, you know, are pretty serious about this. You know, cats gotta just seriously stop just going off on your own and shooting, and then expecting that you're going to survive that gun gun exchange. It's darn near impossible to win that gun exchange. But anyway, that is my little rant for Apex right now. I really don't know what else to say, because I'm like kind of furious right now, because I'm sitting here playing with multiple people and I'm ranking down. I'm like legit ranking down, and God, it sucks. Oh, another thing I want to touch on before I actually completely end this. But why is it that when I'm shooting at somebody, the rest of my teammates want to shoot at the same exact person? Like, you're trying to take the kill from me, and that's not helping you out. You know, by you trying to take the kill from me and pretty much, you know, add to your kill count, you know, you're not doing me or yourself any justice, because you're making it harder. You're making it harder for us, because you could easily be focused. God darn, this thing kicked. Because you can easily focus on somebody else. You can put all that energy that you got shooting at my person that I'm shooting at, and you can put that towards like whenever they have whenever they have somebody shooting from an angle. And granted, I know it's not something that a lot of people tend to do because it's not in their nature, because it's easier to go for the one that's the weakness. But if I got it, let me have that. Let me have that. Don't try to take that from me. Just focus on somebody else if they're shooting at me, because I'm gonna need you to go ahead and shoot that person before I have you sit here and shoot the same person that I'm shooting at. Now, have it benefited me before? Yes, it has. And it did wonders. I won't even deny. It did wonders. But that's because that person was by themselves, or their teammates were super duper far away. So we was able to team shot them. Or team shoot them, however you want to pronounce it. But, and even when we had 3 people together, even when it was 3 on 3, we was able to almost switch off. Like if you got a good team, let me say that, or you playing with your friends and they know how the way you play, you know how the way they play. We was able to switch off from the target that I may be shooting at. Like, so for instance, right, if I'm shooting at this person, right, and then this person comes out of nowhere, I would switch to this person, and my friend or whoever will switch to this person. So I will switch from him. Bam. Alright, so he's not done. So now I'm going to deal with him. My partner's going to deal with him. And then if the other person is over here, you know, and they're getting the best of, and like he takes him out, then he will hop on him, or he will hop on him. And pretty much he will help us out, because now it becomes a 3-2. But when you sit here and everybody's pointing at the same person, you got 1 and 2 over here that is free to shoot at all 3 of us. And especially if you're playing with Lifeline, I've been seeing them be like, we're going to take out Lifeline first, because Lifeline can drop the shield and go back into fighting. And that's the case, especially because I'm on Lifeline main. They will sit there and take Lifeline out, because they know that if Lifeline is still in the picture, Lifeline can drop the droid, heal the person up, go into battling, and still be able to, you know, do what she needs to do. And for them, for a lot of people, that's a pain in the butt. Even for me, when I have to go against it, it is a pain in the butt. It's so annoying. I mean, but that's the reason why I like it too. But anyway, it's so annoying. And, you know, to go against that, you know, they're going to take out that person, because Lifeline is a very crucial person to the team. Very crucial to the team. You know, every legend has their own repertoire, more so to say, that can benefit the team. But to have a field medic that can drop a droid to lift you up and shield you at the same time, and, you know, and then go back into action, go back into battle, bro, that's amazing. That's so good. They didn't just sit back and say, oh, hey, you know what, she can res you fast, which she should, you know, but either way, the droid with the shield, you know, resing you, and she's able to go off on her own. That's good to me. That's also very good, you know. So that plays a very huge role, you know. But outside of that, man, I gotta sit back and just get that off my chest, man. You know, I'm tired of playing with randos who's pretty much just like, oh well, I want to play like how the way I want to play, but then get knocked every time, and then they're wondering, oh, did I get knocked, or where was my team at? And it's like, bro, you don't get to complain like that. You don't get to be a little child about that, because you decided to go off on your own. fight these people. So it's not our fault on why you didn't, on why you got dropped. It's actually your fault on why we even might lose this now. But anyway, this your boy TASU-SAMA. I'm gonna catch y'all peoples later. Who knows? I might even make another video tonight because of frustration. Alright, man. I'm gonna catch you later. Peace.